Good morning, folks. Admiral Preparedness here. Yes, it's time to talk about backup power when you're sitting there in the dark, folks. There's all kind of these little power banks now. They're called power banks. They're lithium battery packs that have different wattages and different capabilities. Everyone usually comes with a cable, so you can charge it back up via USB. And then some are solar charged that can also power other things. Now remember, a battery backup can power another battery backup. So if you've got one that's got a high current output, mostly about 1 or 2 amps, and then a lower output of another one, you can charge that one up. And then recharge the larger one, which takes several hours. But I tell you folks, battery technology is on the cusp of a revolution. Solid state batteries. The geniuses out there are developing them for the automobile industry. But what can be used in the automobile industry can be taken right at your home. So the future of home energy might just be a little bit quicker than you think. And batteries will be part of it, if not all of it. The new solar installations are more efficient, they're more cost effective, and depending on where you live, they pay for themselves back in 5 to 10 years. Yes, folks, 5 to 10 years. Because net metering is now starting to pick up. Municipalities are finally starting to understand that if I have a home that produces electricity in excess, that I should be able to sell it back to the grid. And the grid, well, they appreciate it because that takes less of a strain off their sources. Solar is the key, folks. I've been saying it for 40-something years. Solar, the sun. On cloudy days, ultraviolet light still passes through clouds. Some of these solar cells are able to absorb that UV and produce electricity. Not as intense as it would if regular photons from the sun were hitting it in a cloudless day, but still the ability to produce some electricity to recharge your batteries. And with all of the LCD and microcircuit technology out there, and now with these phased motors, inductive motors, they're becoming more energy efficient also. So start looking for appliances with phased motors or inductive motors, is what they're called. Now let's talk about some of these guys and how to care for them. 1, you don't want to drop them. 2, you want to keep them clean. 3, keep them out of water. They don't like water whatsoever. They do make these USB caps that I'm going to try to sell when I find them to protect these guys. Now these guys here, they don't, but most time you'll see these products come with little covers like these. I wish they all had those, but they don't. This is meant to be for an outdoors type environment, and it is solar. It takes the sun, charges a lithium-ion battery pack that's in these guys. But tell you what, folks, do not leave these in direct sun all the time. That battery tends to bulge. It even has a flashlight, folks. So keep these guys handy, very lightweight. They're not too cheap, but you gotta be careful with those guys. Now, I like these little buggers because there's only one drawback to some of these products. Is the grip. They're slippery. This one's not exactly slippery, but it doesn't have any grip. So they make a type of tape that has a grip. Just take a couple strips and put on it so it doesn't cover any of the areas. But make sure that you do, just so you can have a handle on it. Now, it has a little rubberized where you can grip it, and it is a very bright light. It has different modes. There's your strobe for emergency. These come in a pack of 2. As a matter of fact, I just picked up another one within the last few months. If I can show you. At a local Home Depot during the holiday season, it's one of their specific part numbers. You should be able to get this number. I think I paid like either $10 or $15, maybe even less because it was on sale. It came with the 2 charging cables. It is lithium. Eight hours of use. Shines to 25 millimeters. And it is LED. Is what it comes from. Of course, we know where it's made, so we won't go there, but it is a very good twofer. And I have 4 of them now. Charging these up is very simple. For anybody out there who has mobility issues, then again, you're going to need somebody to help you. But having a backup power supply, or at least something in backup, to power your cell phone or to power a small appliance, or even just to power your breathing device. Some of these can't produce that kind of energy. We have batteries for that. And we're going to do a series here beginning of the holiday, after the holidays are over and all the dust is settled. So stay tuned for that, folks. But this is something you can think about. They're in the $40 to $50 range. Like I said, if you catch these at the home centers for under $20, it's about $25. And again, this can charge this can charge these guys because of the cables they give you, or if the cables you have around. Never throw those little cords that you get away. Keep them in a bag like this. These are all of our bug out ready bags, like these guys here. Always hang on to these guys. There's always different sizes and all these little, I'm not really sure what the name of these are, but I'll learn and I'll not stammer on my words. But these cables, you don't want to throw them away. Now they're coming out with a bunch of different batteries, and it's in their market. That'll be very useful in the future. But for now, folks, this is just a brief scan over of some options you can have for home backup power for small things like your phones, your tablets, your small laptops, your small devices. Nothing big. They put out about 1 or 2 amps. Not very long though if you use the full current, but again, it's better have something than nothing at all, folks. All right, Admiral Preparedness here. God loves you all. Bye now.